Audi Mac and my bride. Need more water. But things took a turn for the worse again, as usual, with jet skis, pontoon boats, and jet johns. So I decided sometimes we're better off in the slim waters. And there they are. We just got to beat our way through here and get down to it. This is a far, well, not too far. This is the other end of Car Parts Creek, kind of up where it starts. I actually don't know where it starts, but this is where we're gonna get in. It's actually a really nice looking creek, considering the 100 years of car parts and everything else dumped in here over the years. Other than that, at first glance, it looks pretty stinging impressive, doesn't it? With the exception of that buggy right there and that buggy over there. But we're gonna let that deter us today. Deter and detour. I wonder if those are kind of the same. There are not many bottles that come out of this creek because of the substantial amount of rocks. But we will look. There is a piece of a bottle. Not that old. I mean, there's a bunch of pieces of bottles right here, but there's also, not far up the creek, a housing establishment. And a lot of trash. Oh, that's a frog climbing up through there. I don't know what, there's a lot of trash and a lot of bottles get thrown in this creek. This is also not a creek where you're going to see me haul a lot of stuff out of here if you've been here before with me. Because there is a lot of stuff, big and small. Take the small fan, for example. You can go anywhere from a small fan to a small railroad spike to a large fan to the fender off of a car. I've not seen that fender before. Never mind, that is a bed off a truck. So it's not that old. Can you guess what kind of truck that come off of? Pickup. I wanted to bring my magnet, but I'm in a different ride today, so I did not bring it. That includes gloves. I did not bring them. Look at that big old U-bolt. So this creek, for some reason, is slap full of car parts. I've got one lonely horsefly buzzing in my head right now. I can't tell if that's a light off a car or not, but that's one that's going to be worth naming, I believe, if it is a light. It may not be a light. That is. trying not to slip around. And wow, you tell me what that came off and I will be impressed. You can see the adjustments. So what do you think? The old school big fat bulb slips in there and twists. Alright, name the vehicle that came off of. Some of the things that are just simply sitting in here are so interesting to me. And I keep picking things up and I realize I don't have the camera on. I know that's not a car part. That is a bucket part. Or a pail part. I really blew it when I didn't bring my gloves. I'm seriously gonna cut myself in a minute. It ought to be okay though. I can just rinse it off with this water. There's a brass button or a rivet. There's so many small things in here. That just wash down the bank. And there's always lead. I have found pocket knives that have washed down, coins and jewelry. So yeah, I know what you're thinking. This must be a junkyard. It's not. There's other businesses up there. I'm having a hard time seeing, but I want to keep looking right here. I'm having a really hard time seeing. Maybe I'll take my glasses off, that might help. See, if I have my gloves on, I can just reach in there and grab a handful of stuff. I'm gonna do it anyway. Here's where you put the key in. Right there. No, I'm wrong. There's a lug nut. Hold on, we're gonna try and swish bare-fingered. All right, that worked a little bit, so let's let the water settle out. I need to go back and get some gloves. I want to find one emblem for a car. One nice, complete one. Yeah, I know you can go buy them, but that's no fun. At all. Or et al. wherever the situation may be. I'm looking. I'm gonna find one in a minute. In 1 minute. Maybe 5. Alright, I moved some rocks. I know all you can see is my reflection. But I can see more than I could before. Yeah, I've just totally blew it. Not bring him. Hey, there's a coin. There's a coin right there. Looky, looky. That is a nickel. I cannot see a date, but we shall harvest. I found keys in here. See, there's an old. Oh, I need my gloves so bad. I'm gonna break this up a little bit and swish around and hope I don't get bit by anything or stung. Then we'll get a little further. What is that? It's bound. It's copper. What is it? You know the word I'm looking for. Because I don't. Okay, let's do this. Let's let it clean out. I need a little tiny broom, underwater broom. Y'all may have told me that before, but Insky. Let's look. We've cleared it up a little bit now. I want to get it where you can see something down there. I know it's difficult. There's got to be more than one lonely nickel that is washed. Ah, there's another coin. It looks like a library. We shall harvest. I think I see a fish hook. Probably not. No, it's just a piece of copper. Let's stir it up a little bit with this piece of metal, and then we'll swish it and look again. One of the coolest coins I have found in this creek wasn't a coin at all. It was a bus token, and it was about the size of my fingernail, a small fingernail, fresh cut fingernail. It was so small. I thought, man, who in the world could have kept up with this? One little teeny weeny coin. And I guess they didn't. It must have fell under their seat. And they I don't know, the car just died or got old or whatever, and they took it to the junkyard, and it ended up buried over here, I guess. That is a number one. It is a complete number one. Or is it a tiny L? A car emblem. So we found a complete something. I think it's a number one. A 117 Isuzu Ichi Ichi Nana, maybe. I don't know. Don't know what it is. I really wish I had not blown it. There's another bar. I really want to swish around here a little bit more. I think I'm going to. Just going to take a chance. Just stirring things up. Then I'll try to get it where we can see in a minute. Only got one kind of tiny cut. Not so bad, considering what I should be getting from not bringing gloves. So, let's take a little chance and dig around here in the bottom. It's almost like concrete down here until you get one good rock moved. And then underneath it, it kind of breaks free. And you can see the stuff that's been down here for 50 years. Or 60 years. It's been a while since I've taken you underwater. I know some of you like that and some of you don't. I think that is a copper screw simply with a rivet stuck to it. But we've been right here a while, so you may be getting bored like me. But I'm telling you, the flat bottoms in these areas is where the stuff falls and stays. So we will swish it real good. The goal is when you're swishing a spot where you know you're going to get cut and you don't have gloves, do not let your hands touch the ground, or you'll regret it as you're swishing. Alright, hang on, I'm trying to find the best angle for you. You know what that is? I do. I don't know the official word for it, but I know what it does. It goes on the front of a car, on the bottom, near the ground. Place your bets and your guesses. Alright, one more look, then we'll stop this video. I know it's getting long and draining. Man, I want you to be able to see. I know you can't see. Yeah, we'll stop there. Nothing spectacular. A nickel and a library. kind of interesting things, but we want more, don't we? We want different things, identifiable. Anyway, good start. We'll come back here. Thanks for watching my videos.